Good morning, readers and writers, and essayists, of course. You guys have been working hard noticing and naming different ideas in your environment all around the school and probably at home too, and thinking about them in some different ways from the ways that we have been writing narratives, small moment narratives, in the first quarter of school. Now, what I want you to keep in mind is that you can write either stories, which are narrative texts, or you can write essays. The focus of this particular unit is the way that we can notice an idea and write an essay about it. We think about something and then we decide, I have something to say about that, and I would like to write my explanations for my ideas. When we put our ideas together with explanations why we think the way we think, then we have an essay. So, what essayists do is they ask themselves, is this piece of writing that I want to do a narrative piece, which is a story, or is it a non-narrative piece, which is an essay? And what we're going to talk about today is the work of essayists, which is what we are doing today. So the idea here is to figure out what exactly is an essay. What are some of the qualities of an essay that make it different from a narrative piece or a story? Let's take a look. Here are some characteristics of essays. Essays are organized by ideas. Something I've been thinking a lot about lately is the food that I eat and exactly the quality of the food that I eat. And I have an idea. I think that organic food is better than food that is not organic or that has chemicals in it or pesticides. I have 3 ideas about this. One is that organic food does not contain chemicals. Another idea, some chemicals may be harmful to humans. Finally, people should eat organic food as much as possible. Now, these are 3 ideas that I have about organic food. 3 ideas that I came up with based on what I know about organic food. Something you also have to keep in mind about essays is that this idea is defended throughout the text, throughout the idea. So in the case, throughout the essay, so in the case of organic food, I am going to refer back to my ideas of organic food all the way through. Finally, the reader is thinking about this idea as he or she reads the essay. So the reader's constantly thinking, do I agree with what the writer is saying? Do I think that the writer doesn't make any sense at all? That's what the reader's thinking. So now I'm going to read from my essay about why I believe organic food is better. Now, if I were writing a story about organic food, I might say something like, I can't believe it. The green pepper was huge. I had never seen anything like it. I turned to my sister and said, have you ever seen such a beautiful vegetable in your life? I can't wait to go home and eat it. My mom said, well, guys, we've got some work to do in the garden today. And then the story would continue from there, and there would be a problem, and there would be a solution, there would be characters and a setting, and that's a story. But I'm not writing stories. I'm not writing narratives. I'm writing essays. I have an idea, and I'm going to defend my idea with evidence. Here's my big idea. Organic food is better. I have 3 sub-ideas or topic sentences I want to tell you about. One is that organic food does not contain chemicals. Some chemicals may be harmful to humans, and people should eat organic food as much as possible. Here's the first draft of an essay that I'm going to read to you. Organic food is better. Organic food does not contain chemicals. Organic food is naturally grown and doesn't require anything except rain and sunlight. Organic food relies on natural pesticides such as certain bugs that will take care of any problems that these fruits or vegetables may have that would keep them from growing and blossoming. Finally, this is how fruit and vegetables were intended to be. And if there were any other way, then it just wouldn't be natural, and I wouldn't want to eat them. Furthermore, some chemicals may be harmful to humans. Studies show that pesticides can cause all kinds of cancer, and oftentimes these pesticides get in our bodies from the foods that we eat. In addition, birth defects have been known to come up in pregnant women, and when their babies are born, those babies are born with serious health issues. Finally, there's no question that pesticides are not necessary for healthy food, and that for thousands of years, food has grown just fine without their use. People should eat organic food as much as possible. The first thing to consider is that it simply tastes better. Oftentimes, food with pesticides has a waxy taste or an artificial flavor. Additionally, you feel better when you eat organic food. It just makes you feel more energetic, and that's because those foods don't contain pesticides. Finally, you are less likely to get sick from any kind of chemicals when you eat organic food because organic food simply doesn't contain chemicals. It's healthier for you. As I've shown, there's no question that organic food is the best kind of food for everyone to eat, whenever and wherever possible. Now, that's a first draft of my essay, and there's lots of things that I need to do to make it better. But what I want you to understand today, essayists, is that when I write essays, I have an idea, and I defend it with evidence. This idea goes throughout my essay, and it leaves my reader thinking, do I agree or do I disagree with what the essayist has written and why? So today and every day, as you go about the business of writing essays, I want you to remember, come up with an essay and think about ways that you can defend your idea.